actually is written for my nephew, because there's this thing that's going on in our country where, like, a lot of us, we didn't have the best of parents.
Right.
But a lot of them also didn't have the best of parents. And a lot of them got fucked up in wars by drafts and shit.
Right.
And so I'm seeing this kind of shit rolling downstream thing happening, right? And it seems like we're always putting our kids out. The kids are always the one who suffer the worst no matter what's going on. You know, it's like when parents split up, who suffers from it? The kids, right? The worst thing about it is when you see two people split, right? And then they use their kid against each other as if it's some kind of leverage, right? Forgetting that this kid is a little person and one day is going to grow up. And they are learning everything that's happening around them. See, when you use your child as a weapon, their life becomes a bullet. Knowing only the black powder you pack behind them, they will crawl into the barrel unquestioningly. Their path redirected toward your fellow gunsmith, your trigger finger will fiddle vengeful ideas. Chuckling with power, you'll forget that the scope cannot avert its own sight. Learning only what it sees, it will remember everywhere it has been pointed. When your child becomes the weapon you raise them to be, you'll convince yourself that not all weapons misfire, not this one, not mine, but there will, in every gun's life, come an innocent bystander. Chalk, outlining something dying, lost, stepped over, a childhood, forgotten. When the weapon you raise begins acting out like an adolescent, you'll convince yourself that gun making is just a job. You're just doing your job. Your gun, it may even tell you you're doing a great job. When you pause, realizing for the first time you just called your child it. In conversation, you'll know that it was right. You, my bloody-handed gunsmith, did a good and thorough job.
Yeah.
When the weapon you raise childishly finally learns of its own power, the barrel's tip finally finding its handler's tender toe, you'll feel the piercing sting of your own loaded words pointed back at you. Smell the smoke waft from the shrapnel-laced lips. Know that this is what you look like those days you purposefully avoid mirrors. When the it you raised finally accepts its weaponization, it'll learn to point and shoot at other its with less stammering. This is why its make such good soldiers. Being good soldiers is what made gunsmiths out of our grandparents. Our grandparents came back from wars, broken weapons, misfiring on our makers. We were raised by bystanders, turned sidearms and used in their wars against fucking everything. Our generation was raised to be a good little grenade crop. Now they have the nerve to ask us why all the explosions. When the little mirror you made is finally so broken, you can no longer see yourself in it. You will know it is your truest reflection. It is those things we love the deepest we will always hurt the most. This is what we broken weapons were built to do. All the other barrel tips with hot lead on your lips, stop, refashion yourself. You are more than a hardening exterior wrapped around a death threat. You are a diamond hidden in the detonator. Your name is not it just because it was forgotten. Before the spasm, crack of birthing, whiplash your knowing away, you had velocity of your own. Life is inertia. Quit blaming yourself for existing. Quit blaming the light for shadows. A gun set deep enough in the earth might as well be a rock. Dig deep, child.
Yeah.
When we use our children as weapons, we are tenderly tucking them aimed upward beneath our own chin, tightening our grip around our own future and getting exactly what we work so hard for. Thank you.